From this 100,000 people who entered Islam, 79,000 from America and over 28,000 from the UK, and we don't know, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 from Australia. 6 to 7 of them are women. 6 or 7 out of every 10 are women. In the last 3 months, mashallah, we delivered about 279 shahada. 183 of the 279 women. So for some reason, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is attracting the hearts and the minds of women towards Islam faster than the men. So maybe this is to make up for the male chauvinism. So we want to speak about this man, a controversial personality, whose autobiography is in nearly every library in the modern world. A person whose name is associated with change, resistance, and sacrifice. A man who dropped out of school in the 6th grade, but received an honorary PhD from Harvard Law School in Boston, Massachusetts. An individual whom heads of state, presidents, chairmen, kings, intellectuals, and educators, they quote him concerning ethics, commitment, and inspiration. A man, a minister, a missionary with a powerful message, who embraced and declared the kalima, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, only 3 months before he was made shahid. Who is this man? What was his mission? And what was his actual message? Malcom X was born Malcolm Little. That was his name. Malcolm Little. He was born in Omaha, Nebraska, somewhere in the Midwest of the United States. His father was a Baptist minister and a political activist, a follower of a man called Marcus Garvey. His mother was a school teacher. Malcolm saw his father killed by European white racists, people who called themselves the KKK, Ku Klux Klan, similar to people who call themselves New Nazis or Aryan Brotherhood or other crazy names that people give themselves to put pride into their color, another form of jahiliyyah. And because his father was a proud man and a resistant man at a time when black people were treated like animals, his father stood up and he did not bow down. And so one night they came to burn his house down, and he defended his family, and they took him out to a railroad track and tied him to the railroad track until the train came, and then after that let him go until the train severed his head. So Malcolm saw his father decapitated this way by these white racists. So that's what put in his heart from the beginning hatred against white people. After that, Malcolm's mother, under trauma and mental stress, was committed to an insane asylum. And so at the age of 9, Malcolm became an orphan. And he dropped out of school at 12. That's the 6th grade. He moved to a city called Detroit. And while he was in Detroit, Malcolm dealt with the science of the streets. And a lot of you brothers sitting here tonight, you know what the science of the streets is. Slinging, making money any way you can, buying whatever you can from this same haram money, selling drugs, selling women, using drugs, shooting people, becoming gangsters. Crime has never changed. Crime has the same face. Crime is done in the same place, in the same manner. It's just a different calendar. And like Malcolm, most of those who chose or who choose this way, you will wind up soon in 2 places if you don't make tawbah. You will wind up in the prison. If Allah is merciful to you, you will wake up and practice Islam there and come back out and find a new life for yourself. Or if Allah is not merciful, you will wind up in an early grave. You don't have to believe me. You can think that you're going to be an exception and you're just a fool. So Malcolm